When we last left our adventurers, the Council of Celestian had agreed to exterminate the undead monsters in the city of Walliford's graveyard. After dealing with the zombies on the surface, they pushed forth into a crypt beneath, in where a mutated clump of bodies waited for them. After a hard-fought battle, Cariad struck the killing blow on the decomposing abomination. The council then investigated the crypt and learned that it belonged to a well-known family that had died in a fire. They returned to the surface and claimed the reward from one of the captain of the guards, Cassius Amaldo. Tecton proposed that they should start a group treasury, and each member of the council added a portion of the reward to it. During the following morning, Freya comforted Fenlo's feelings of inadequacy and homesickness. After seemingly feeling better from that, Fenlo kissed Ramses on the cheek and ran away as the others decided to go shopping with their newly earned wealth. That is where we left off. So, as the four of you, Tecton, Cariad, Ramses, and Freya, all enter into the market, the very hungover energy of the quickly coming noon is very apparent as people are lifting boxes and groaning and complaining about their work after their partying habits. You guys see very different stalls from the last time you were here. Some are selling trinkets and knickknacks. Others are selling meats and cheeses and fruits and vegetables and assortments of other things. The day is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Freya, what is it you would like to buy? The groceries, but of what sort? Perhaps I can help look.
Yes, I would quite like your help with that, because if you wouldn't mind helping me, I want to make a sort of celebration lunch for Fenlo.
Ramsey smiles cheek to cheek, and he says, "I think that would be very lovely. I would like to assist. Yes."
So, I'm going to tell you something very important that I think you need to know.
His hands are behind his back. He leans in.
His favorite meal is grilled chicken with potatoes and milk. So that's what we're gonna get to.
I will find the cow and begin melting it immediately.
I like your attitude, but I think if we just get fresh milk, that should be okay.
Of course. I'm not particularly aware of how to cook. It is not a skill I learned.
Well, I had to cook for many years, so I will teach you what I know.
Thank you, Freya.
So, I want to find enough chicken for the 5 of us. I guess perhaps a small bag of potatoes. And maybe I don't know what you call it, essentially a 6-pack of milk in glass bottles, if there's any like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Freya does that. Ramsey is looking for live chickens to kill. He's looking for a cow to milk, and he is looking for literally just any salesperson with potatoes.
Okay. Freya, you can pay 2 gold to get all the stuff you required. Ramses, you are a menace on this market. As you find, you go up and you see a desk or a table, and you see chickens in a little coop, and you see some knives and stuff like that, and you go, oh, and this must be where you slaughter chickens, and you pick up the knife and you make your way into the pen, and you kind of go over to a chicken that's just pecking its seed on the ground, and you grab it, and the chicken goes fucking wild, and you go, and then you hear, hey, what are you doing to my chicken? Put my chicken down. Put my chicken down.
I am sorry. May I buy the chicken from you?
No.
Ramsey looks surprised, and Why not? How else am I supposed to get chicken?
You go to the deli down right there, and you point, and there's a man who wears like a slaughter jacket, and he's like, "Hello," and then he goes, "This isn't.
I'm talking to him.
This is my livelihood. I sell their eggs."
Ramsey has this like fluttering chicken like held by the
It's
neck,
going nuts.
like up next to him. He's like, I am very sorry, I will put it down, and he like literally like he doesn't like drop the chicken, he like literally like takes it by its neck and like puts it on the ground.
Okay, all right, it's on the ground, and the chicken
And then he'll
is
let
like
go.
instantly walking away.
He walks away and like but under his breath he mumbles like, "How odd." And then
You walk across the street, and he goes, "Hey, heard you want to buy some chickens."
yes, I will take 5 chickens, please.
Okay. Give me. And he gets like a little shifty-eyed. 5 minutes. And he kind of goes behind a stack of crates. 5 minutes later, he comes back with 5 chickens, ready for you to pluck and to feather and cook yourself. Here you go.
Excellent. How
They're
much will this
live?
cost?
No, they're not live. They are strung up by a couple strings, like fishing.
Okay.
Like
He takes like the strings that's holding up like the dead chickens, and he says, "Excellent. How much gold do I owe you now?"
5 gold.
Perfect. And he'll give the 5 gold to the man. Thank you very kindly.
No problem. I hope you enjoy your chickens.
Where are you? And then he'll leave.
Fuck.
It's actually chicken.
Only other thing-
It's tofu chicken. And he just shaped it to look like a real chicken. Put feathers
That's
in
way
it.
better than what I was going to do.
That is not at all. Does Ramsey realize this?
No.
Only other thing I'd want to buy, because she was curious when she saw those like glass and wood carvings.
Mhm.
She wants to stop by a bookstore and buy a book on animals.
Okay. You quickly look around, maybe ask a few people. There's no bookstores here.
Okay.
Right.
We'll veto that for now.
Sure.
She's gonna lose it when she finds out what horses.
You guys know what
Um,
horses are.
Well,
They had barn animals in Celestin.
Where? Why would we use them?
It is a small island. It is. You can use them for
Okay,
labor,
okay,
and
okay.
there are farm
Fair enough.
islands there.
Fair enough. Food. I think that's all she wanted. Once she meets back up with Ramses, what are those?
I really
I
wanted them
found
to be
a
like
deli across the street from the chicken coop, and he has sold me 5 chickens. Though I must admit, they are not at all how I remember chickens being.
Do they look like chicken?
They look like dead chickens.
Do they look at all funky to Freya?
Make an investigation check.
7.
Look, normal chickens.
More the merrier, I guess. I already got some chicken. She'll hold like a butcher paper out. I'm just like there was a butcher.
We do not. I thought. Freya, I do think you had asked me to help with groceries. I do not understand why you have bought chicken when I have already bought chicken.
Well, I went to buy chicken, and when I turned around, you were gone. And You know I can't catch up with you. You're so bloody tall.
I hit a growth spurt around 16.
I assume. Alright, you know what?
We shall bring it all back, and you said it would be a
Well,
feast. We will make a bigger
yes.
feast.
Yes. Exactly. We need to buy potions.
Ramsey nods.
So let's go do that.
How much gold did Fenlo give Ramses again?
I gave you 100 because I'm assuming that they're just worth 50.
Okay. Just double checking.
You find your way to what looks to be a small family apothecary, ran by a dwarf, actually, and what looks to be her son. The woman has an apron covered in stains. Like, it probably has never been washed. Her hair is put up into immaculate braids that kind of create this, almost like her hair is short in some way, but when you see all the intricacies there, it paints the picture better. She looks to, like, her hands are calloused, but they look delicate as she is slowly skinning what looks to be some kind of animal heart, like just layer by layer, like an onion. The other dwarf that is in there and is same kind of like red hair, but like kind of shorn cut. He does not have a beard, which is kind of, once again, weird for dwarves. And as you see him kind of stack stuff on the shelf, he goes, "Oh, hi there. What can I do for you?"
Hello, I am looking to buy some healing potions if you have them, if they're ready.
Mama. And she goes, "Oh yeah, what can I do for you? Potions. Well, if you're looking for a healing potion, I have one." She takes out one and sets it on the desk in front of her by her heart that she's peeling like an onion.
Oh, excellent. How many gold would you require for such an item?
For this, it's a hot commodity, 75 gold pieces. I lost my accent. It's gone.
And Ramsey will start shifting through the coin pouch, taking out the 75.
She gladly accepts and she says, "Thank you. Hope this helps in whatever you're doing."
Thank you kindly. Your consideration is very much appreciated.
Of course. She scoops up the gold. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Not for Freya?
You have any other kind of potions?
No, sorry. Kind of rare around here. Any kind of, quick healing substances kind of get scooped up pretty quickly by people like you.
Looking, would there be anything in here? Brewer's supplies don't really mean like potion making.
No, that'd be a herbalism kit.
Okay. Would there be anything here that she could use, like, to give her concoctions, kind of like a fizz? Or maybe like a unique taste. Like,
a unique taste.
Well, okay, like not bad, like a good taste.
No.
Like a good taste.
No, it's a lot of jars of mucus and slime and blood, and much like we talked about at the beginning of the last episode, semens and bloods, and they're trying to make gold here.
Ew! Alright, never mind. We'll leave.
She goes, "Oh, have a good day."
Good day to you.
Clink, clink.
Bunch of freaks.
Says the woman who is eventually going to have to smear bat guano in her hands to cast Fireball.
I have a spell casting focus.
There's gross things that require money. Just you wait, bitch.
Yeah,
Just you wait.
Did you just...
That's it for me.
Freya's gonna vom.
I mean, unless my wand breaks.
Tekton and Karyed also came to the market, but I have not seen them for a little bit
It's
now.
not the first time I've separated
I
someone from
wonder
their
what
folk.
they're up to.
What are you guys doing? You're muted.
Nick, you're muted.
Shit!
I just see you like miming.
Yeah, Liv, I just wanted to point out Liv had like a Jimmy Neutron swirl going on.
Oh, yeah.
I found it humorous, but
I have a spellcasting focus, Miss Neutron.
it's a croissant.
Just Liam, you joke, but it's not the first time I've
It's
separated
made out
from
of
someone.
llama fur.
I was gonna say my mount is a llama.
My mouth is a llama.
He's lava man.
You gotta give Nick inspiration for that one. For the croissant one, you gotta. That was really, really good.
Actually, I don't
It's a
gotta.
croissant.
Okay, that's fair, but I'm just saying. I think it was very funny.
Don't you wanna?
No. I did not get a brain blast to do it.
You gotta try a little harder with the brain.
So what does Karyad and Fenlo do? Nope, Karyad and Tekton do it.
Tekton.
Karyad, you can go first. I have a long list.
Actually, I'm only here for one thing. Actually, do I notice a jeweler around?
Looking around the market, you see someone who works with jewels. You don't necessarily know if they're like a full-on jeweler. Very like, maybe this is like their Etsy store.
Okay. And what do they look like?
They are halfling. They have,
Okay, that's fine. No, I don't. I just needed to make sure they weren't a drow in a cloak.
no, it's not a drow in a cloak.
One that might still hold a grudge.
No, you're good.
Or
Because you pulled out there.
no,
I forgot about that.
Me too.
Stop being afraid of the sun.
I didn't.
So I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I just
to
want to
the
make a character
jeweler.
that has Carl's voice now. So I could talk like that all the time.
I was gonna suggest last episode we should do a Jimmy Neutron D&D where we're all Carl.
Oh my god.
Who can do a Sheen voice?
No one should.
I'm writing it down.
Hey, Jimmy, I got purple flare.
Okay, maybe if we
Let's do the Avatar one before Jimmy Neutron.
maybe we before, like, if we ever get a Patreon, you know, when we like make enough concurrent like monthly money, maybe that'll be a one-shot idea.
A one-shot, a Jimmy Neutron
Jimmy
one-shot.
Neutron one-shot.
You know what? Jimmy Neutron could actually lend itself really well to D&D.
Hey, next time get a board that can handle the neutron style. Later, Nico-Rama.
Nicaragua, hey. I forgot about that.
Okay, this is getting away from us. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna waltz on up to the
Hi
jeweler.
there. What can I do for you?
You sound very.
Do you have a diamond worth 50 gold?
Oh, might have to run back to my house, but I should have one. Yeah.
Should I just wait here,
Oh,
or
if you could come back tomorrow, that'd be better. Unless you absolutely need it today, then
I'd like it today. I'm not sure how long we're staying in town.
well, if are you staying at least the night? I lost the accent again. It was British for a second. It was something. Now it's
Now they're
fucking southern.
Yeah, I've got a diamond for you.
Hey, don't worry, your pal friend.
I've got a diamond, Mrs. Neutron.
I hate you. Hate you all, except for Carisha and Eric.
I just love the way Rob Paulson says neutron. Neutron.
Oh my god, I didn't connect in my brain that was Rob Paulson. That's
Yeah, it's Rob
hilarious.
Paulson.
Wow.
That's
That makes a lot of
fucking-
sense
that's
now.
Raphael.
It's
It's Pinky.
Pinky.
Yeah, it's Wacko.
I've got a diamond for you, Mrs.
Okay.
Neutron.
The halfling. She goes, I can get it for you tomorrow. If if you're here for at least the night, then you can come back bright and early.
Alright, I suppose that'll work.
Great. See you tomorrow then.
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. What time?
8 o'clock. I'll be here. Gotta get here bright and early, otherwise they give him a spot.
Oh, you don't have a permanent...
No. It's every day you come down to the flea market.
Oh, it's very
It is
competitive.
very competitive. Job market tends to change each day depending on who's here, so...
Alright, well that's very impressive. I'll see you tomorrow.
Nice day.
And I'm gonna wander back to Tecton.
What's Tecton doing? He had a hill list, if you will.
A list!
You know I sure do. I'm gonna look for some paper first of all, and an ink and a quill.
Okay, I think that's easy enough to find. You go to Fantasy Staples.
Fantasy Staples.
It
We got your stationery.
and then it has like a cool arcane graphic where it like writes it out in calligraphy.
What will that put me?
Let's say 5 gold
Uh,
for a
5
good
gold,
chunk of paper and a quill and a bottle of nice ink.
Okay, I'm going to, when I get that, I'm going to copy down the rune that I had
I
memorized.
will get it to you later, and
Excellent.
I will get it to you later.
I would also like to look for like some sort of a job board around town.
Okay. You did look while you were here, and you could amalgamate that the job board was listings in the Sunken Staircase. If you want to go a
Okay.
little bit more specific, if you have a suggestion on how you would further like to look for more jobs, then we could go that route. But there is no like hear ye board in this town.
Okay. In that case, I will. I'll quickly write down a note that I'm going to post later. I'm going to write on a piece of paper. Helpers for hire. Travel, peril, glory. Will pay 5 silver pieces per day. Food, shelter, and entertainment included. Combat experience preferred. See Tecton Ethelhart.
Okay. You are basically making this your LinkedIn. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I would also like to go to Barden's.
Okay.
And I, while I'm there, I want to just take a look at the display case that he has.
Okay.
Is it still in shatters, or is it put
No,
back together?
it is perfectly fine.
Excellent. That was just
If you're thinking about
uh,
that one, it is called the Token Stoke. It's down the street.
Oh, I see.
2 blacksmiths.
I would like to purchase a shield
Okay.
and a boat, like a metal pipe, or like a metal bar.
Okay.
That's like about 2 feet long.
Okay, so the shield will cost you about 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
And the pipe will run you bad materials. I'll say 3 gold. That seems about a good chunk of money.
3 gold. Okay. And I want the shield to be like a nice circular, maybe like 1.5 feet in diameter. That sort of.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Okay. And then I also want to. I had mentioned this before, but I want to learn more about the industry in this city.
Okay.
And specifically, if there's anyone by the marketplace that's maybe selling timber or whatever natural resource that is found
Okay.
around the area.
Make a... Just make a perception check for me. So you kind of wander and take in everything that the city has to offer.
That's a 13?
Okay. As you kind of wander about, taking in the sights of the city, you can assume that the inns make a lot of money here, if your experience out was anything to offer. The market is particularly bustling. Though you also find out that it's first come first serve for the different stalls here, so the stock could be very different. The people could be very different here each day. But you're having a hard time finding exactly what this town has to offer outside of here. Because there's a lot of trade coming in that you can see. There's a lot of, you actually see some folks that you kind of vaguely recognize from Jarlford just from passing by and stuff like that. They have come to sell wares and stuff like that. And then others, you see timbers coming from different directions in town and outside, and a lot of different resources just tend to end up here, and people are selling things personally. So there's this kind of idea that maybe they tax really high in here, and it's just a really tax-heavy town, and that's how the town kind of stays afloat. But it also just doesn't make sense necessarily, just how everything's working.
Can I talk to someone who's selling furniture?
Sure.
In the market.
Sure, he goes, "Well, hi there." It's like a gnome.
Hey there. I was a little interested in where you get your products from. Do you craft them
my
yourself?
fine products. Yes, I do craft them myself.
And where'd you get the material for it? I'm looking for something sturdy that'll hold up.
The material I particularly get from, I have a deal with some particularly fine folks over in Arkney Arbor to the south. They give me some excellent wood and provisions, and then I get some materials for the stuffing from some fair folks at Jarlford, and also the material I trade in town here to give it the upholstery that you see here today.
See, I was wandering around there, and I'm new to town.
Oh, well, welcome.
Thank you. And I just couldn't help but notice that there didn't seem to be any production. And I don't know of a city or a town or any sort of place that can solely rely on recreation like I've seen. Seems like that seems to be the biggest industry here, the drinking and the dancing or whatever. And it just doesn't make sense to me. And, is there do you have any insight into that?
You see his face kind of get puzzled as you're bringing this up, and he goes, "Oh. Huh, you know what? I never realized this myself, actually. Huh. That is kind of strange."
Yeah. Do you know who might know a bit about that? Is there a mayor in town?
Yeah,
or?
there is a mayor. As I dive into my notes.
Are you telling me that
Sorry,
on a shopping mission uncovered the conspiracy about bird?
Goes, we have a mayor. Yeah, his name is Colin Williams. He's a mighty fine mayor. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't made us not like him. Seems like a nice man.
Where would one find Mr. Williams?
Oh, well, if you just go up this road, and he kind of gives you directions, and he goes, you'll find him in his house, maybe? His house is also town hall, kind of like a castle, but we're in a town.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem. Can I offer you any interest in this mighty fine chair?
Yeah, sure. How much is the
50
chair?
gold.
Okay. Do you have maybe a pillow or a bench or something?
Well,
A bar stool I could purchase?
and he looks down at the chair that he just offered you, and he picks the pillow up off of it, and he goes, "How about this pillow?"
Yeah. Sure. What'll that run me?
5 gold.
You got yourself a deal, mister.
Great. You see he's gone from seller mode to like great. Really quickly, he takes your 10 gold and you get a very nice plush pillow with different little like accoutrement attached to it. A very nice throw pillow.
I have some trouble sleeping, so this might help.
It's
Thank you for your
excellently
trouble.
fun. Sheep wool inside.
Excellent. Thank you. I head back to... I'm not going to go to the mayor's place. I'm going to go back to the sunken staircase.
I'm still with Tecton. I'd actually like to ask the guy, do you have a nice blanket?
Oh, I don't really do blankets, but you could commission me to make one. Probably take me a couple days.
No, that's fine. I'm not sure how long we're here.
Okay, well. Have a nice day, y'all.
Kaya just waves.
He's back.
This poor man.
It's kind of weird, eh, Carriad?
Did you say he? Sorry, I just misheard you.
No, the town and all, not him.
Okay.
I mean, he seems fine.
I was like, he's standing right there.
Not you.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay, and he goes back to what he's doing.
It's so soft.
Gives you a nice big thumbs up.
I walked a little further with Carriad. A little weird, eh, Carriad? No business in town?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that really works, and it sounds like no one else does either.
Well, I didn't even really put that together, you know, that there was maybe something a little strange. I was just looking, you know, if there were any fine workers here that maybe would like to, you know, learn how to, you know, we could do some sort of an exchange program with Celestin and teach them a bit, or they teach us a bit or something.
Are you looking for an apprentice?
No, I'm looking to move some workers around. I'm looking to create a workforce here, or, you know, bring whatever they have to Celestin.
Oh, alright.
But this might be a bit more intriguing. Anyway,
Yeah.
I wanna see what Freya thinks about this. She's smart.
We should definitely tell the others.
Yeah. Just gonna wander back to the lucky staircase.
Is there anything else you guys want to do in the market? Alright. So, 2 by 2, you guys find your way back to the sunken staircase. Fanlo, if you want, you can take a short rest if you have not already.
Yeah, man. Sure.
And
yes.
everyone else can. You guys were shopping. If you guys would like to take the opportunity to take a short rest, spend some hit dice if you want to do that, gain back anything you get on a short rest. If not, then you don't have to.
When Ramsey gets back, he wants to go upstairs to where Femla would be sleeping. He has his the healing potion in like one hand. He's gonna go.
Alright, cool.
He's gonna go over. He's gonna put the healing potion on the nightstand, and then he's going to like grab onto like there's. I'm assuming they're like bunk beds because we're sharing rooms, right?
No, it's like a single bed, like single beds in the room.
Okay. Then he puts one hand like onto the bed, and he kind of like leans in over to the like Fenlo's ear, and he says, "Fenlo, I have left the healing potion on the nightstand for you." And then he's going to like walk out.
There's no perception or constitution thing to see if they stay asleep for that, is there?
Nope.
Okay, making sure.
Can I see what Freya is up to?
She is getting everything ready. She's taken out like her small knife, and she started to peel the potatoes into once they're like peeled, she's cutting them into like just smaller cubes.
I will concede you have the knife, not to cut you off, but do you have chef's tools by any chance?
Not on me.
Then what are you doing? How are you cooking?
Can I ask? Yeah, I do have a mess kit.
Mess kit has a plate, a bowl, a mug,
simple
and some
cutlery.
utensils.
The box clamps together, and one side can be used as a cooking pan, and the other as a plate or shallow bowl. Okay, cooking pan, so that'll be good for the
I missed half of that.
pan, bowl. Okay, we can make do. The place we're staying at, can I ask the innkeeper if we can perhaps work out a deal here? And maybe cook something?
She goes, interesting. What's your deal?
We would like to cook a meal. And since we seem to have a little bit of extra food, we could make food for you and your staff tonight as well.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I show up at this point?
Sure.
And we'll throw in a pillow.
Is that advantage?
Come on! It's a nice pillow!
It's an expensive pillow.
I rolled, oh my god, that's my persuasion bonus.
3.
Rolled a 2.
Oh,
plus
buddy. That was...
It's not a terrible, it's not like I'm asking to,
No.
Destroy their
Shit.
kids.
Perhaps I
Nope.
ask...
We're not. Nope. The roll was made. I need to respond.
Oh, no. Okay, I wasn't gonna ask that. But...
She goes, you toss down 5 gold, and you can use my kitchen.
Done. I take 5 gold from Tecton's
And we
bag.
get the leftovers.
Okay.
Enjoy, and please keep my kitchen clean. Orion will be very happy that he gets the night off.
So as for his chopping and dicing or whatever, I'm just gonna lean up against a wall, and just watch her pace back and forth and cook. And I want to say, Freya, can I run something by you?
Mm-hmm.
A rhetorical question. How does a city whose people drink day and night continue to thrive without turning into a ghost town?
Well, you just said the rhetorical question.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to answer?
No, because I'll tell you, there's no business in this.
They don't have any exports.
Oh yeah, Cariad is in this as well. She knows.
Alright.
What? How? What do you?
So, you're saying that they only make their money.
Yeah, they bring in
Nice.
booze. They bring in food.
They
bring
consume,
in
but they don't produce.
everything. Yeah,
So they don't give anything anywhere else.
nothing.
Not that we've seen.
There's
No
not
one has
even-
an answer for us.
So,
Yeah.
unless this is all like a little, micro society that constantly refuels itself with its own money. That is quite strange, I'll give you that.
But all the imports are coming in, and they're spending money, so that money's leaving. But they don't have money coming in.
I'm no economist, but it doesn't sound right. Doesn't
It's
seem
an
like
eternal
it's
fountain of gold.
That's
Venlo is the economist.
Very strange.
Yeah, and it's a little more than strange. I think it seems.
It's
Like,
kinda
it could-
alarming.
Yeah,
You
They
assume
could just-
corruption?
I don't know.
I had just assumed that they had gotten money from people putting money into the recreation businesses here.
Oh, hey, Ramses. You check on
Yeah.
Fenlo?
I did, yes.
Doing okay?
Yes, he is sleeping.
Good.
Well, Freya's taken like extra, like groceries she bought from the morning, like extra like herbs and spices, and adding them like little like cloves of garlic and sprigs of thyme to the potatoes. And she's gonna like sprinkle some oil on them and some salt and pepper, and she's gonna slide them into the oven. Start
Francie-
that going.
Francis is
And
gonna take the 5 dead chickens and like put them on the counter, like chickens, air quotation. And he'll start defeathering them one by one.
While she's being talked to, Freya's also like trying to walk Ramses through this process. Like, this is how you dice the potatoes. This is what you add to them by putting like the garlic in with it and not on it. When it cooks, it like the aromatics infuse the flavor into it, and that gives it its taste. Blah 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 blah, and like this is how you like, you know.
Ramsey's like nodding
Prep a
and watching.
chicken.
He has like one hand on like a chicken, and he's like
Yeah.
pulling out like the feathers that are.
They
lodged
very
in it.
quickly release from the skin of the chicken. Air quotes.
Yeah. He like Ramsey like takes a finger like kind of. He kind of like stops listening to Freya for a second. He looks at the chicken more thoroughly, and he takes his finger and he pushes.
It seamlessly just gives way to your finger.
He like quickly like pulls his finger out and like shakes it off. That is disgusting.
What the fuck is that?
Freya? Didn't sound like
Fake
you.
accent the whole time.
Like a Freya.
What
Who the
fuck is
bloody hell
that?
are you?
This is not chicken. And Ramsey like looks down closer at it.
Can I look at it
You
as
guys
well?
get eye level to the air quotes chicken, and you look at it. You can see the Ramsey finger hole in it, and it's whiter than it should be as a chicken that is dead,
Does it have a smell?
odorless.
Ramsey looks like pretty mad. I have been lied to and my gold has been stolen. I will not stand for this. He like looks out like the nearest window. Like, can he gauge like around what time it is based on like, is it dark out yet?
It's getting into the evening with your shopping trips and everything.
Were the shops closing when we were leaving? I can't remember.
When you were leaving, not yet, but you can assume by the amount of people that are out in the streets and going down to the bars and stuff like that, that they might be closed.
Okay.
Kariad wants to rip a small clump off. And, she'll sniff it. You said it's odorless. She's gonna, like, look to the rest and just kind of touch her tongue to it.
Doesn't taste the best. It's almost like liquidy. Like you can feel like the liquid kind of fall off from it. But
Ew.
it's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad.
Also, for the
Weird texture.
viewing public, don't do that because it might be real chicken and it's uncooked.
You'll know when it's uncooked chicken.
Kariad will take a small bite.
For
Like-
real life us, it's tofu. For Kariad, it's just tastes like weird, spongy, solidified gelatin? Question mark?
Okay, so it actually
is
is tofu. Would we know what tofu
Probably not.
is?
Ramsey still looks angry. Like he like has his like face scrunched. He's like This is absolutely unacceptable. I have just paid good money for a man's service and he has fooled me.
Now,
I will not tolerate such... He, like, looks angry, like he doesn't know, like, the words to say.
but
Such insolence.
it actually tastes kind of good. And Kariat's gonna take another bite.
It's good. You could see it being good if you put like spice and stuff on it. It's voidly tasteless in a way that it's like water. Water doesn't have a taste,
Tofu
but it
has a
has a
taste.
taste. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tofu
Yeah,
has a
it's-
taste, though.
I do
Tofu.
not care if it is a different edible substance. The point is, it is not the thing I had bought. Therefore, that man is a liar and did fraud business with me.
That's fair.
Well, it's not fair. I think that's the point they're trying to get at.
Seeing Ramsey's point is fair.
Yeah.
Ramsey, like, takes both hands and, like, hits the table and says,
Freya, like,
I am
grabs
going
the
to...
chicken so it doesn't fly off.
He doesn't hit it hard, just enough to be, like to,
Upset.
kind of get his point across. Tomorrow I am going and I am returning it. Please do not eat anymore.
Kariat'll look to the piece in her hand and back to Ramsey's and back to the piece in her hand and back to Ramsey's. And then kind of defeated, push the chunk back in the
There's a
hole.
very clear spot where Kariat has picked it up with her fingers. It's indented, and then put it back in the fake turkey or the fake chicken.
Ramsey will take the time to, like, start, like, shoving the feathers back into the token.
They seamlessly go in,
Refeather.
but not in the same spots that you pulled from. So it's like new spots. It's like when a kid plays with Play-Doh and sticks a fork in it and creates a ton of holes, and then tries to put it in the same holes. It's not working out.
I cannot believe this. Is this typical for people to fool customers? It must be awful business. I will never buy deli meat from there again.
Alright.
Okay. So,
Such dishonesty.
Texan's just been watching with a little bit of amusement and disappointment. Oh, also, I forgot about this, and I show them the note that I wrote, asking for helpers. What do y'all think about this? If if we're traveling and everything, you have some people hold our stuff for us and carry more. I know I have like 250 feet of rope and all this useless, random stuff that I got, so it'd take a load off my back, literally.
Oh, you mean like servants to carry it for us?
No, we'd pay them, but I
That
guess
is still a servant.
fair, yeah.
Do not pay your servants.
They'd be employees.
Yes. There's still a...
They're
Ramsey
good
doesn't
employee.
finish his sentence.
They're doing honest work. I
At
don't know.
this conversation, Freya rolls her eyes and just goes back to cooking silently.
Anyway, are we okay with this if I post this?
What is it?
It's a note asking for helpers on our journey, basically.
Just
Caddies?
carry
We're
our
just looking
shit
for caddies?
Essentially, yeah.
Pack mules? Why don't we just buy a pack mule?
Well, mules can't fight, and I did write combat experience preferable.
If it's
So-
an alpac mule, then it can spit.
Alpaca mule. Good one.
Hey, Mrs. Neutron. I got this
think
Hellback
it'd be
Neutron.
fun.
I was even thinking of...
I genetically engineered the perfect traveling companion, Miss Neutron.
It's not a llama,
He's a
but it's
llama.
close. It's an alpaca, even though they're kind of different.
It's an alpaca mule.
Hey Thomas, what was your
think-
favorite episode of Chronicles of Gaia? I really like the one where they talk about neutron references.
Where they don't shut the fuck up about Carl Weezer. Where they all do an awful Carl Weezer impression.
All right.
Hey, Mrs.
All
Neutron.
right, Mr. Checked-in.
I can't wait to name this episode Brain Blast.
Brain blast.
I love it.
I cast mirror image, Miss Neutron.
Hello, Miss. Hello,
zombies
Mrs.
brain also
Cassius. We
blossom.
dealt with your undead problem.
We dealt with your
Look, it's
undead
me in
problem.
stereo.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Neutron.
Just
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go post the note.
You go up to the wall of the sunken staircases with slatted holes that other things have been attached to, and you take out a spare knife and just stab it into the wall. On the wall, you see what was not there before. Fantastic circus coming to town, 2 weeks. Fortune telling, trapeze acts, animal show. You name it, we got it.
You name it, we got it.
I thought that we were the circus, and I laughed at myself.
Some drunk guy's like,
Kariat will just shoot you a thumbs up.
I'm the funniest person in the room.
Stop.
That sounded more like Whitey Duvall.
Yeah.
That's a technical foul.
All right. As the next hour kind of goes by and various different cooking related moments, a dinner is made for the staff of the Sunken Staircase as well as you all as a party. You guys find yourself a nice table to sit down at, and once Freya is ready, she brings out the chicken, potato, peas, all the fixings she brought in, and sits them out on the table. And you guys all sit down to a lovely, lovely dinner. Hey everyone, and welcome to the interlude of Chronicles of Gaia, Session 5, Part 2. I'm your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Liv, and I'm here to step in to talk about a few of the things that we have going on, which is not a lot. But hey, you like social media, right? I mean, you have to, I think. In that case, you should follow our social media, which is for Twitter at COGRPG, and for Instagram, it's at COG.RPG, because we couldn't get that same handle. Hey, while you're at it, maybe you could recommend us to a few friends that are into the tabletop community, or even are new to it, and you maybe want them to get into this idea of this silly storytelling, then you should recommend it. Or maybe give us a share, or a like, or, you know, one of those things that helps our ratings. That'd be great on any platform that you do participate on. Anyways, if you're on our social media, then you've definitely seen our cool character art and the thumbnail by Sieron Thomas, and you can find him and commission him on Twitter at theshockwave48, and he had a comic release, I believe, a couple weeks, maybe a month ago. Time and his illusion. But you should go and follow him and commission him. He does great work. Next up, the music that took you to the interlude, the intro music and the outro music that you'll hear later, is done by our wonderful friend Elk, and you can find him on a myriad of places. For Twitter, it's at Lord_Elk, Instagram is Elk_Lord_art, and for Kofi, where you can commission him to do other arts, you can find him at Elk_Lord. And finally, last but not least, there are two sources of instrumental music that have helped us throughout the process. And they are Tim from tabletopaudio.com, or you can find him and support him on patreon.com/tabletopaudio, or you can find Alexander Nakarada, who is serpentsoundstudios.com, or patreon.com/ANAKARADA, and you can toss them a pretty penny along the way. They make awesome different instrumental musics. Tim from Tabletop Audio specifically does a bunch of different tabletop music for role-playing games, and you can, if you support him on Patreon, you get different remixes and different instrumental styles from the other ones that he releases free on his website. For Alexander, you can find a bunch of different things ranging from tabletop to cinematic to cool jazz to really a lot of cool things. And they both have hundreds, and they help a lot here. So go and help and support them. They do awesome things. Okay, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great week. This is coming out in Pride Week. So, or Pride Week? Pride Month. Have a good Pride Month. Be gay. Do the things you love. And I will see you next time for a new episode of Chronicles of Gaia. All right, thank you. Goodbye.
I will
Smells
go
great.
wake up Finlo.
Yeah, Ramses, go get Fenlo.
I'm still asleep.
Ramsey's on his way upstairs to, and of like thieves going up the stairs.
Knock, knock,
You were
or
woken up by the sound of knocking, Finlo.
That's what?
Not a fun wake up kiss.
Ramsey doesn't knock. Because the room's his too. So he
Oh,
goes
I
into
heard a
the-
knock and I thought you knocked.
Oh no, I was like doing that to say like running up the stairs kind of thing.
Okay, you
My
don't
bad.
wake up to a knock. You wake up to Ramses staring over you.
He's like just like Finlo. He's like shaking you. Finlo,
What?
it is time to get up. And he's like close to your like face, like mouth, probably close by your ear.
Don't suck on that
It's time for what?
So get up, and then he blows in your ear, and then walks away.
Ow! All right.
Yo, that's so
All
hot.
right. I'm up. I'm not used to napping.
I
or
like
sleep longer than 4 hours.
I like a session ago when when Jack was like, I'm the gay fucking bitch, like, I'm gonna gay it up, and then Christian was like, yeah, okay, game on. and
Watch.
they've blown you out of the fucking water.
Do believe I'm the one that said bring it on, and they are bringing it on.
Either or, you're getting fucking crushed and also smashed.
Hopefully.
Dab dab.
Dub dub.
And Ramsey stops at the
Peg.
door really quick as like Fenlo's starting to like I assume groggily like wake up, and he turns over and he says, Fenlo, the healing potion, it is by your table, and with the healing potion Ramsey had put down 50 gold pieces.
Oh, did I give you too much money for the potions? Were they cheaper?
Aww.
No, it was good amount,
Then
and he's gonna.
give me change. I'm confused.
They only had one potion available.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
Then Ramsey's going downstairs.
Yeah, he'll go downstairs too.
We have cooked a meal, and then
You guys, we're in an inn. You guys.
Fenlo, your thought process stops as you smell the familiar smell of your favorite meal.
He doesn't have his wings, but if he did, he would totally fly over to the table.
Like old cartoon style.
Yeah, just literally floating along with the scent lines, just da 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 da.
Now, I thought the wings were an allegory for an erection.
No,
So I was startled for a
No,
second. No, I know he literally has wings, but the first time they showed up
Mike,
was during an immense arousal.
he has wings.
No, I'm aware, but
Sense.
the first time they showed up was during an immense arousal. As you have now just been aroused out of bed.
I don't like your use of the word.
that's a pun.
Yeah, I don't like your.
Arise and shine.
But I will accept it.
Okay, well, all I'm saying is I imagined throbbing wings.
Never
Ew!
say
Dum dum.
words.
Dum dum.
Never
Dum dum.
I'm gonna Eldritch blast you out of this if you say those words again.
God, yeah, I didn't say it.
I wanna vomit.
I love that you just have the book and you.
Dear diary, today I
was
tried
really
not
good.
to vomit.
Dear diary, I almost yacked on stream today.
Today I tried not to vomit. Today I failed.
Alright, you guys all find your way downstairs. The meal set out. You guys all sit down. And it is a good meal. The chicken is tender, the peas are nice, and the potatoes are perfectly baked. And the drinks you guys have with dinner pair nicely. The bar is particularly empty tonight as well. There is that drunk guy who is always around. And he's just like, hey, yeah, and then he like moves on.
there's a little extra, I'll give it to him.
Oh, he happily accepts.
I'll prepare him.
What was that little
You guys,
like for a drink. For a drink, I'll give him one of those like hangover concoctions I made in the morning.
He's very happy. You have a lot of leftovers, specifically with the chicken, because you guys bought like 5 whole chickens, and so yeah.
Well, those were tofu,
No.
and we're not using.
Freya
those.
bought 5 chickens.
Oh, Freya bought 5 chickens.
Yeah, and there were five.
Yeah, and like everything else for like 2 gold. It was
5 chickens is
5
excessive.
chickens is excessive, but
I was
also a
so-
good price for
I was
chicken.
There are
wrong.
2 breasts per chicken.
I was robbed. I
I was assuming they were breasts, but like
You said chickens. I thought
yes,
chickens.
yes, and
If you said chicken breast, I would have got it.
yeah, we go yes and.
Yeah, we
in this
do.
D&D.
Kari, did you have something you wanted to ask? Saw you go to pipe up when I was explaining what was going on.
No, Gertrude just said they got gypped.
I did. I was wrong.
You guys all now
Gotta
bring coupons.
sitting at the table notice the big circus sign that is now on that wall as well.
And do we know what a circus
know
is?
what this is?
You've heard things in stories. They are a traveling group of performers that typically use animals and gymnastics and sometimes magic to perform in an extravagant fashion. But you haven't effectively seen one.
I would be interested to see that if I am being honest. I like the idea of seeing a circus. I have read 1 or 2 stories about them in the past.
You hear from the bar. They're actually a really good crowd. They come here every year. Sometimes they have different performers, but from the mainstay, they're always here. They're really fantastic. Evelyn kind of wipes down the bar and kind of smiles at you guys all. It's worth it to see them.
I'd be down.
Well, it's in 2 weeks.
Perhaps we could also see where around, because it only took us a day to get to this town from Wolford. Or, my bad. Yes, Wolford. Yarlford. This is Wolford. My memory escapes me.
They have very similar sounding names.
A lot of Ferds.
I do think it's about time, though, that we had another discussion about what our next course of step is going to be. I don't want to push us too far, but I do want to remind us that we are not adventurers. And perhaps, I don't know.
Ramsey's face goes from like gleeful to a little bit more serious, and he says, "You do have a point. Perhaps we see what is in the surrounding area. I feel like if there is issue within Yarford and Wolford, there will be issue in other surrounding areas to resolve."
I think Walliford. I don't think we have to go too far to find issues. I think Walliford has its fair
You hear a
share.
screech in the street. Commonplace, but
Like a
no, not like
scream?
a scream, more like a proving your point kind of screech in the street.
Okay.
A window smashing.
Yeah.
So
There's.
we
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
stay in this town and we solve its issues, like we solved the Yarlford's issues. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
There's still creatures in the sewer. There's. Well, Fenlo, you don't know this, but this city has no export. That's a mystery that maybe we could get to the bottom of.
The city doesn't need export.
Okay. You're the money guy. Explain how.
Okay. If you bring a lot of people to one place for one specific thing, like gambling and drinking and having a good time, wouldn't people be inclined to set up businesses around it that don't necessarily have a lot of exports, but rather profit off of the amount of people coming in for all of the other stuff?
I agree. but the fact that there is no, that these people are spending money is interesting because the locals are getting the money somehow. So, are they all just merchants selling to each other? I don't... It's just a little fishy.
Well, there is Carriet's partner. They do bartending. They are not merchant.
Yeah, a lot of people will just work at all the different establishments and whatnot, making money off of them, which is another reason why they bring a lot of people in. They bring employees in, they bring visitors in, they bring business in. They don't need to mine gold or something.
If you have a bad feeling, though, Toficken, I think it was wise to trust your gut and for us to venture further into the issue.
I would like to do that. Yeah. Doesn't have to be anytime, tomorrow or something. But
Ramsey does a little nod.
If we're staying in town, waiting for the circus and doing whatever else help we can give these people, I think it's something to look out for.
Okay. So, Finlo, and Ramsey says this in a quieter tone to just Finlo. So Finlo, I heard this is your favorite meal, yes?
Yeah, Miss Freya asked me earlier today what it was. I didn't really know why, but now I get it. This is awesome.
Ramsey smiles half opened, he says, perhaps I will show you my favorite meal sometime, yes?
It's like ass, right? That's the subtext.
Dick sandwich, that's what I was thinking.
Give me a second.
Cock meat sandwich.
Ramsey's own favorite meal is Ramsey's own dick.
Yeah.
He's a flexible man.
Gotta get that dexterity up.
Have you seen those abs?
It's all that praying. It's a pillow.
Ramsey spent all his time on his knees, praying.
Anyway, Ramsey says that kind of quietly to Finlo and leans back after and says, "I like this choice of meal. I like how the chicken is cooked." He's just smiling. He's taking another bite of food.
I don't think this is a problem right now, but Ramses and Fenlo, I'm very, very happy that you found love or found an attraction to each other. Sorry.
Fenlo. As soon as you say that.
There we go. Okay, but I do want to float the idea that maybe there might come a point in which you might have to make a decision between one another and the group. And I am just a little concerned where your decision would lead you and where your values are.
A piece of duct tape mysteriously floats over towards Tecton's mouth and
this world doesn't have duct tape.
Dang it, do I not have tape?
No, it doesn't exist.
Tecton, you do not... Tecton, you do not need to worry about that. I will choose Fenlo.
That's the opposite answer that I wanted.
Fenlo turns visible again and he's just staring at Ramses and he's beat red. Well played.
Fenlo?
Well played. You win.
Am I the only one with this concern?
Yes, very much so.
I do not see why it is necessarily concerned. People
Cariad, Freya?
Yeah?
Yeah? I'm sorry. Maybe I spoke out of turn.
If we're supposed to be a team, how much closer can you get than... Well...
I like all of you. And she'll shoot a quick glance at Tecton and be like... But I don't want to... you're all great, don't get me wrong, but, I'm fine by myself. I guess. In that way, like, I don't want to leave the group, but that kind of thing's not really for me.
Wait.
I do not see issue with Fenlo and myself. Even the people together will have disagreements. I do not think it will affect decisions on the council.
Okay.
I'm real
yeah.
confused as to what the conversation's even about. What are you talking about, Mr. Tecton?
I'm just saying, if there comes a point in which, you have to choose your own lives versus maybe the safety of us or something, I hope that you would, I don't know, maybe think twice. That's all I want.
We are all equal, Tecton. Do not worry.
I think Tecton's getting like a little, like red, little frustrated, and just sort of like stops eating, and puts the silverware down, and says, just sort of like in a less jovial voice, he's like, I can't help but think that since the beginning, I feel like I am the only one taking this. I'm taking it more seriously than you younger folk.
Ramsey,
and I look at Cariat and Fenlo and Francis.
Ramsey kind of sits up and then leans back a little bit, his arm on the back of a chair, and he says, Tecton, I think we are all working in the conjunction as a team, are we not? I do not understand exactly what makes you think we have not put the same effort or seriousness as you or perhaps anyone else in the group.
Sorry. No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No, it's fine. Tecton is right. I am having a good time, because I'm not up there. I didn't ask to come down here, but I didn't ask to be up there. I don't take it seriously, and it's because I'm thinking of not going back.
Really?
Yeah. That's right.
What about your position on the council, then, Cariat?
I've been saying this since we got down here. I never asked for it. I had an awful life up there, and I'm having fun down here. I'm having fun with all of you, but you're right, I'm not taking it seriously.
Well, I suppose that doesn't change our arrangement of traveling together.
I care about all of you, but I don't give two shits about Celestin. I never have, and I probably never will. I was treated like shit on that floating island, and now I have some freedom. So yes, I'm happy. But of course I care about the group.
I don't think you know what you're throwing away when you say that, and the good that you can do. Because I know that you're a strong warrior, and I know that you are going to you have the potential to be a great leader one day. And even if you don't see that, I don't think you should make decisions so hastily. Maybe that's just the wrinkles on my face talking there. But
well, I don't think you know what I went through, and if being a great leader could change anything, then that means the ones we have right now aren't. Are you saying the leaders up there are no good?
no, well...
Then nothing's gonna change.
In some regards, I think they're good. In some regards, I think maybe someone could do better, and maybe those people could be us. We
Perhaps-
are a reflection of the greats before us, and it's only ourselves that can stand in the way of that. That's just what I believe. And unlike you, I do care about Celestin, and I do want to return, and I want to sit on that council and make the big decisions. And I don't know what this putting us out down in the ground is going to do. Maybe make us more cohesive, or maybe I don't know, give us some experience in the real world, not just like a bubble in the sky. But if it's what is tradition, then I'll do it, but I don't want to do it forever.
I think there has been walls in between us we are now just realizing was there to start. I think our differing opinions have been mentioned before, but not truly discussed. Perhaps this is good, but
I'm a little interested in what the rest of you think. Fenlo, Ramses, Freya?
Fenlo turned invisible again and walked upstairs when you guys were talking.
Yeah, sounds good. And Cariad is going to wipe her face with a napkin, set it down on her food, and get up and walk away as well.
Ramsey turns towards Tecton, with now just Freya and the three of them in the room, and says, Ramses, I understand the position of responsibility I have been put in, and it is not one that everyone will choose. I will take this as seriously as you are. Maybe not in that way you believe I should be, but I'm a little green. Be patient. And he, pushes his chair out and, goes upstairs as well. He stops at the edge of the stairs and says, I care about Celestin as well. And then he'll keep going.
I sort of look at Freya expectantly, like she's the next to leave.
No, that's alright. I only cooked dinner for 14 people. It's fine. People can just leave. No, thank you. No, oh, it was delicious. Can't wait to try more. It's fine. It's fine. I see what you're getting at. What you need to understand is that they're young. They've only known this one thing. And they've been given freedom. Of course they're gonna run around like chickens with their heads cut off.
I poke at the Toficken.
And I don't know if maybe it's our role to maybe look out for them. Will they find their way? Because that's what I'm doing right now. Celestin is where my folks live. And it's where my husband and my son are buried. And that's kind of it. I don't have the attachment you seem to have to it.
I don't expect you to have that. And I think all I really need is your support. I know that I can be a jackass sometimes and do stuff and say stupid things. But Freya, I feel like I am kind of alone with you, in a way. And I want to extend a bit of an olive branch, so to speak. I don't want them to do something that we'll all regret. And I need your help as some older folk to another. Celestin, I am in a very similar boat to you. I've watched the years gone by. I've watched the humans come and go, burn out. I am 284 years old. And I watched my wife, who was of the half-orc variety, I watched her grow old right in front of me. And die. And I don't want us to just die. I want a bit of a legacy. And I believe it's this position that you've been given. Seemingly out of the blue. I don't want to waste that. And I don't want to just burn out. Can I have your support in being a little bit more serious about things?
I will go along with whatever crazy plan you want. If it's traveling around this world, if it's going to places, if it's fighting people, if it's fixing problems, as long as we can all agree on that, it's fine, and I'll do it. But we can't force them. We can't force them to do anything. And the further we push that ideal on them, it'll push them away.
I'm afraid of that.
I'm afraid of it too. There's so much I want to teach these kids. Not just about the world and cooking and magic, but things about themselves.
I think you got a talent for that. I mean, you were a mother. I never had a kid. Maybe I'm not so great with it.
You don't say. And she chuckles a bit, not in like a you suck, but more like a a jokey kind of way.
I'll share in that chuckle. I need a bit of guidance as well. The same way that we all need our own personalized bit of guidance.
I think that is one of the first things you and I agree on.
It's a great meal. Yeah, you outdone yourself.
She smiles. Thank you very much, Mr. Niffleheart.
I don't think I know your last name.
And she'll, like, elbow on the table, like, look at him like, you son of a bitch.
Iron something.
It's Iron Braid.
Iron Braid. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm sorry. Mind if I take a bit extra, bring it to my room? I gotta sleep off all this zombie slashing. And do some thinking, maybe.
She'll be, she'll blow some hair out of her face. She'll say, "Wait, I'm gonna,
Thank you.
I'm gonna do a bit of reading tonight. I don't think they're mad. So feel free to join us later tonight if you just want some company."
That sounds mighty fine. But I think I need some time. Just by myself there.
Right.
All right.
Good night. Good night then.
Good night, Mrs. Ironbraid. I'll walk
Good
upstairs.
night, Mr. Niffleheart.
Right.
And after he goes upstairs, she will go back to the room.
Does anybody else want to do anything in the night before this night comes to a close?
Ramsey will sit on his, like, bed for a second, kind of looking between, like, Cariad and, Fenlo, just to see if either of them is gonna say anything.
Are we
I'll, like, give it a hot
just
second.
sitting up with our arms crossed, looking at each other?
Sorry, I missed that. Is Cariad included in that?
Yeah, I said Cariad, because you're in the...
Okay. Cariad is well under the covers, like, blanket pulled up over her head.
Steamy.
Steamy?
Your breath makes it hot in the blanket because it's just keeping it on the monster.
Well,
Steamy.
So do the tears.
Oh, great.
So do the tears.
Oh.
And as she's silently sobbing to herself, she's gonna bond with her mother's longbow.
Okay.
As I'm allowed to
Sure.
bonded weapons. The longbow is going to be my second.
Eventually, as you sleep with the covers, the bow at your side, the tears help with the meditation before...
Ramsey's gonna look at the indent on Fenlo's bed. I'm assuming he's sitting there.
He did turn visible once he got up to the room. He just did
Okay, just...
detect him to regard him leaving.
The Invisible Man.
Movie was
You better not be talking about the new one, 2020.
Okay,
Let's not...
I didn't mean to derail this, but that was a fucking masterpiece
What
of film.
I missed
Shut
it,
up.
but I want to be included.
The Invisible Man.
Ramsey is gonna, like, walk up to where Fenlo is on the bed, and then he's going to, kind of, lean down to him. That's starting to become, like, a habit at this point.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say... He's going to, do that, awkward, smile. There's, but there's kind of more of a serious tone to his voice, and he says, perhaps we should talk about, us sometime, yeah?
Carrie, do you sleep?
Y'all, listen out. No sounds from Cariad.
He'll just scoot over on the bed and just pat the Spuck aside.
Alright. Ramsey will, sit down, not expecting that, they'd have, a talk now. But,
did you not mean now? I'm back.
No, it is... No.
Never had this
No, it is fine.
before. I don't know how to do it.
I'll start.
Oh, that would be good, because I don't know what to say.
Ramsey kind of like looks at like Fenlo like very straight on in the eyes, and he says, he's leaning in, and then he leans back and scratches like the back of his head. To be honest, I am not good at starting talks like this either.
I can't tell
But
if you're trying to intimidate me or kiss me. I really can't tell. It's always like you lean in and then you just lean back again, and my brain just goes in 30 different directions.
Ramsey just kind of like chuckles, and then he says, earlier, I think you were there when I said it, but I will choose you.
Yeah, I heard that. Sorry I dipped. I didn't want to talk to Toficken. Period.
You're allowed to have private business, Fenlo.
Are we?
Ramsey shrugs. He's like, I guess both people have to agree on that. I'm willing to explore this. I would like to get to know you a little better before we make any permanent decisions. But, and he'll reach into his pocket and he'll pull out a ring he bought at the shop a little while ago, and he'll hand it to Fenlo and say, but if things get serious enough, I don't, he'll look at you very intently and he'll say, I don't half-ass it.
Coming on a little strong, not gonna lie. You did just hold up a ring.
He handed it to you. He didn't just hold it up, he put it in your hand, not put it on your finger.
Good. That would freak him out. He'd probably faint. In response to the conversation that was had earlier, I would choose you too. I didn't know how to say it, or if I even should have said it down there, because I didn't want to open that can of beans in front of Toficken.
Ramsey smiles, a very genuine, sweet smile. He nods a couple times.
Can I just double check that Cariad is asleep real quick?
Are you going over to her?
I'm going to silently tiptoe over.
Okay.
And
No, before you do.
Let me do this thing really, really quick, okay?
He lets go of your wrist.
I'll be right back. He's gonna tiptoe over, make sure that Cariad is asleep. Is Cariad asleep? Please be asleep. I swear to God.
Are you gonna peel back Cariad's covers that is covering her entire body and head?
Yes.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Alright. I'm decent at these. I do not have a bonus to these. I don't know why. Oh, no, I do. 15.
You peel back the covers, and Cariad, you feel movement. And you meet the face of tearful Cariad, who wrenches the covers back over.
Alright, Cariad's asleep. Alright, cool. And then he's gonna take a second, take a breath. He's gonna turn on a dime and sort of just beeline, and then he's just gonna he's gonna pull a U. He's gonna lean over Ramses.
Ramses looks up, and then as he stands up, he'll take your chin in his hand, he'll tilt it up as he goes up, and then he'll lean down and kiss you.
Heck yeah.
And then he'll say, I'm going to take a shower.
Um,
And then he'll leave
what
the
do
room.
I do with that information?
You hear the door close of the
he's
bathroom.
He's gonna take a sec. He's gonna look at himself. He's gonna think, I prestidigitated myself. I'm probably clean. I'm gonna go take a shower right now for no reason whatsoever.
Yes!
Wait. If you go into the bathroom, Ramsey is gonna, look, very shocked as, he begins, undressing, and he said... And he's going to look at you and be like, what the... I thought we were going to take our time.
I didn't know what to do with that. You don't get to say that.
He turns away so that his back is not facing towards you, and he very much so looks you dead on.
You just handed me a ring. I will remind you. I didn't know what to do with that information, so I came in here to double check, and now I don't know why I'm in here, but I do know why I'm in here, but I don't know why I'm in here. So,
I am not ready.
Oh.
And then he's gonna say, sorry, Fenlo, and then he's going to kind of usher you out, and then he'll close the door.
Hey, Carisha, I'm mad at you.
I'm not.
That was...
I'm not. That was fucking amazing.
Was masterful.
That was...
That was everything I could have hoped for.
I'm fuming. I've never been angrier.
That's...
Fuck, man.
actually
Okay.
glorious.
Damn you, Carisha.
I'm a god.
Aren't we all?
I'm a literal fucking god.
Eric, I heard that.
All right. As you guys all... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Now he's just gonna go to bed and he doesn't know what on earth to think about what just happened.
All right.
Ramsey's gonna spend a long time in the shower, just with hot water
Spend
running
all
over.
that time in the shower.
Nope.
So, as you guys all finish up, shower, go to sleep sad, go to sleep horny, go to sleep frustrated in a different way, go to sleep after preparing a big meal that kind of people ate and then half ate, but whatever. You guys all find your way to your various beds, settling down for the evening. You may all take a long rest.
Finally.
The wizard sigh of finally. When that long rest comes.
Yeah,
when that long
Jesus,
rest
you gotta,
hits.
look at spells again. Yeah.
When that
You had to
long
do it
rest
to him.
hits.
Okay, you guys all wake up the next morning. A few paths possibly ahead for you all. A breakfast is once again set out, upon which you can all... For the listeners, Liam is wearing Harry the Platypus pajama pants, and he...
Daddy the Platypus pajamas. How very unexpected.
I mean, completely expected! Alright. Oh my god,
I
I've been
love
watching
Different
them
Shirts so
all
much.
recently. It's so
That's
good.
very cool.
Anyways, you guys have a few paths set out, a few things you guys are going to continue to do. But for now, the day is yours. What would you guys like to do? Oh, and also, you guys can all take a point of inspiration for a lovely, lovely conversations.
Just I know we're still role playing, but that was very
Awesome,
primo.
good.
That was
Awesome.
brilliant, guys. Everyone was so on point.
I
Liam, you're amazing.
felt it. So
felt
are
it.
you.
I knew
felt
this was
it.
going to be a good group. I knew it.
This is why I love D&D.
All right. Yeah. So, now's a good time to plan what is next for you guys. What's up? What do you guys want to do next?
All the other quests, there was the one about the sewers, and there was the one about the not sewers. The monster
Removed
hearts.
from the board. Yeah.
Those are gone. Okay, so there's not more quests for us to do. The circus arrives in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Are we thinking of investigating the fact that, like, you know, the import-export thing, or...
We also have the bog inn.
The only really...
Right. We were going to investigate.
The burnt down bog inn.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
also like to
let's
see
do
the
that.
haunted building.
I think that's priority 1 for me, at least. The burnt down.
As well as Tecton and I discovered a new town, Arkney Arbor.
Yes.
Well, that would be on the...
That isn't far from here, right?
It is not far from here. It's probably... Because I have the map of Voktil.
Would like to pull that out. Go right ahead.
Could I estimate it to be, what, like three days? Because I have an actual... I have like an actual map. on my
Each hex is 1 day.
Yeah, I think it's 3 days away. Let me open it up again.
And it's to the south.
Yeah, I see it. 2, 3, 4. It's 4 days away. 6 if we count starting on a square and ending on a square.
I'd say about 5 days. Starting on a square includes the day of the square you travel to. So 5 days.
Okay.
By foot, 2.5 if you want to pick up either someone to travel with or buying horses yourself. It's completely up to you guys.
Are we playing out the next day, or not just ending it?
Keep going. I'll tell you.
Sorry.
I'll tell you when we stop.
Okay, yeah. I feel like... I just feel like the morning is going to be weird. So, I go down to breakfast. Tekken goes down to breakfast. With food stains all over from last night. He inquires about getting it laundered. His clothes.
Evelyn goes, we don't offer laundry services here, but there are a few people that might want to make a quick penny in town, if it's something you want to do.
I'll get some names later.
I'll be here.
And then I'll sit down for a breakfast. Probably the first time that I've been the first person to sit down. And just wait until whoever comes down.
Freya will come down next. She'll quickly, like, scratch together a to-do list of, like, let's find out who the gravekeepers are. Let's go to the bog inn. Let's get that Toficken fucker. Stuff like that.
I would like, I guess Ramsey will start to make his way down the stairs.
Walking fast.
Pace is fast. Oh, I slipped down.
Not too fast, or you'll fall down.
I'll make a cannon. He like misses the last step and like hits his fucking tailbone.
I broke my arm. Doing that.
Oh my god.
And then he's going to like he has like a bag. And it's kind of like watery at the bottom.
Oh no.
And
now there is a deep, kind of gross smell coming from the bag.
Ugh.
And he'll just say to the people who are over at like the table or the bar, like getting breakfast, he's just gonna say, "I will be back later," and then he's gonna walk out the door.
Yes.
You want to try and find the man at the market?
100%.
Check.
I just love the idea of imbuing smite into a bag of tofu turkey.
It reminds
You
me
just
of this
smack
comic
someone
that
and
Jack sent me the other day. It was like, do you have any magic items? No. Do you have a sock? Yeah. And can you give me all your coins in like nickels or something, or like copper? And then he beats to death the monster with a nickel sock.
Yeah.
What was your
that would
investigation
hurt.
check?
What would you give that? Like a D6?
Oh, I didn't realize you
sorry,
asked
yeah,
me for
investigation.
My bad. He's... Fuck, that's a natural 1 minus 1. That's a 0.
He is so gone. And then you find him you find his stall that you were at yesterday, and it's some kid who's like, "Hello, would you like to buy an apple for my wilderness scout troop?"
Ramsey will get low and like say, "Oh, that is lovely. Have you seen a man?"
This large, towering man leans over this child.
He like
Crouches
no, he
near
crouches.
this
He
child.
said he crouched.
You see the
Like-
child take a conscious step back. He goes, no. My mom came this morning and got this stall for me. She'll be back any minute.
Oh, that's really lovely. He'll take out a silver and put it on the table. I mean, we'll say, "Is that enough
Yes,
for the apple?"
and he hands you this nice-looking apple.
He smiles. He takes the apple and he walks away.
Thank
with
you
his
for
funky
supporting
bag.
my wilderness scout troop.
When he's like far enough away, he'll go to like an alley or something, and he'll take the bag of like gross, disgusting turkey, and like he'll like whip it on the ground and be like, "God damn it!" And then and then he'll take a bite of the apple and start walking back to the cavern.
It sploots on the ground. Like, it comes through the grain of the bag and splits out on the side. And there is, like, a green tinge to it.
And
now.
as he's walking, he's like, "Dirty liars in this city." And then he'll keep going.
Alright.
Ramses, you overpaid for that apple so much.
Went to a good cause.
It's like buying a $10 apple.
That's like buying a $10 apple, exactly.
It is okay. I support child.
You know,
They
people
support
do
that.
that, right? They go and give $10 to, like, a Boy Scout to get an apple on Apple Day.
Also, Ramsey
actually a thing
paid
called
5.
Apple.
Like if
Yeah, I was gonna
also
say,
That's why.
Fuck.
Sorry, Ramsey.
Ramsey-
That's why when you go to like Walmart and shit, like sometime in the fall, there's just like one kid in Boy Scout attire, and he's like, "Can you buy an apple for me?" Because he's been standing there all day and nobody else has bought apples.
I've never heard of
Buy
apple.
my $10 apple.
And then you feel so bad that you go,
Buy
"Yeah,
my
I'm
apple
giving."
future on.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Okay, Ramsey. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't remember.
Right.
It's fine.
You were biting an apple. It's
Yeah,
$10 apple.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. He was gonna like just like as a comment, like for Ramsey, like he did grow up. Actually, never mind. It's not relevant. Yeah, just keep going.
What is everyone else doing?
Kariata is going to head downstairs, but not stop for breakfast
Where you
with
going?
everybody. Kariad with puffy eyes is just gonna walk out the door.
I'm just sipping my coffee, watching her.
Oh my god.
Reading the newspaper.
Where are you going, Cariad?
Motherfucker. Kariad needs to go see Halfling about
Okay,
a
so make your way to
diamond.
the market. Finding her stall is... She did get here in time, and she goes... Yeah, she goes,
She got the same one? Hello.
I've got your... Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, for the diamond.
She pulls out a small case, and she opens it up and gets a sizable palm-sized diamond, and she says, "This should be what you're looking for. I hope it's the right size and cut for what you do." I'm losing the accent again. Oh my god, she's cursed. This halfling is cursed. 50 gold pieces. Would be a good trade.
Can I... And Kariad's just gonna hold her palm out.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
Can I get a bonus because I look
Yeah, with advantage,
upset?
because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a little concerned.
Thank you for that advantage. That's much better.
She goes,
11,
Okay.
which is better than the
Hands you
3
the
I rolled.
diamond.
And I'm just gonna point to the sky and cast Chromatic
As it
Orb.
blasts out, she goes, "Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Is that what you needed?"
Kariad's gonna clench her fist, just nod, and go, "Yeah, thanks." And
Okay.
I'm gonna hand
When
her
she
80
accepts,
gold.
she goes, "Oh, thank you very much." But she keeps her hands on your hands for a minute. She goes, "Are you okay? Do you want me to call someone for you?"
I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
He takes.
And Cariad's gonna pause for a little second longer and reach over the stall and hug.
Okay. And it takes her a second, but she accepts the hug. She pats you on the back. And she goes, there. There. She rubs a circle. Yeah.
Thanks.
Nope.
And Cariad's gonna fast walk away.
All right, and you walk away. You have a component for your spell.
Yeah, Cariad's gonna putter around town. Cariad's not gonna go back to the sunken staircase just yet.
Anybody else want to do anything in the morning?
Fenlo's gonna wake up and he's gonna remember that he embarrassed himself on several occasions.
So many times.
And he's gonna remember that he doesn't want to talk to Tecton. And he's gonna remember that he's just bad at social stuff in general. And he's gonna walk to the window and he's gonna climb out the window.
Make me a dexterity check, please.
Okay.
Just a little extra. Okay, so
He's an extra boy. What do you want from me? That's a 12.
You sidle out the window.
Alright. And then he's gonna... Does he make it all the way down?
No. How do you get down? You climbed at the window, you're on the ledge. What are you doing?
How far is it down?
20 feet.
He's gonna try to climb down.
Make me an athletics check, please.
Alright. That's an 11.
Tecton and anybody else who's in the dining area, it is a relatively quiet morning because everyone's hungover. And then you hear, ah! Oof! And you take 7 points of falling damage.
I will live with that.
But you're on
Literally.
the ground.
Yeah. And he's gonna go to the marketplace.
Okay. You get to the marketplace, no problem, unhindered. Am
I unhindered? Oh no, you had to think about that.
You get into the market, and you start to look for whatever you're needing to, and then you see Cariad, puffy-eyed, shuffling on down the other direction you came from.
He'll just wave. Were you asleep last night? When that happened?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. And then he's gonna go and try to find a magic shop. Wait, what?
Wait. Don't tell anyone you saw me crying.
That would, seem to indicate I saw you crying.
And Cariad's just gonna pat you on the shoulder.
I don't know how to do I
Cariad's-
pat back? I don't know how this works.
We could hug.
Should we? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Awkward sibling
In
hug.
the middle of in the marketplace, you have an awkward
sibling hug.
Seems
Yeah.
very appropriate for
it's-
Fenlo and
it's-
Cariad. Cariad's just gonna give you like a little bop on the chin and walk off.
No, I'm kidding.
There was the pat, then there was the hug, then there was the boof. How many times do we have to make physical contact before it's proven that we're okay with each other?
And then shake your hand and
And then fist bump, and then
give you a
fist
salute,
bump,
fist
do
bump.
the frat
little pat on the
bump.
cheek, slap on the ass as we walk
And
away.
Ugh.
the weirdest
Yeah.
secret handshake ever.
Yeah. Fuck.
You know, every
I was gonna
handshake
say
ever.
that.
Yeah, that's our secret handshake. All right, I'm in.
it's just every physical either
Yeah.
hello or goodbye.
And then he's gonna try to find a magic shop, because maybe if you go shopping, he can not think about how he's a complete social disaster.
Oh wow, are you calling me out? How dare you? I'm offended, but also it's so true.
I actually was more talking about me, but if you want to take that blow,
we're all hot
me.
messes. I can. My bank account can't. Anyways, you take a little spin around the city. Doesn't seem like there's any magic shops. You kind of ask around. Eventually, get to this apothecary with a dwarf and her possible son, and you ask, and she's like, "Oh no, they're kind of rare. You might have to go up into the kingdoms for that, or get really lucky on some trading caravans."
What kingdom specifically would you recommend for that sort of thing?
Well, you'll have a ton of luck if you're looking to spend a good chunk of money or commission someone. The dwarves in the Rodal Mountain, they're going to be your game. There are, if you're looking to only exclusively purchase, you'll want to go to the Rodal Mountain to the Allhammer. If you want to purchase and maybe sell, I'd maybe go to the temple, the Mountain of Bahamut, maybe to Pelor. Ioun, if you're looking for specifically magic knowledge, that's going to be your best bet.
There's a mountain dedicated to Pelor?
Yeah, there's a few actually. Well, there's 5 main mountains in Rodal. You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm not.
Well.
I'm from elsewhere.
Okay, welcome from elsewhere. The mountains in the range have 5 main mountains. They are all dedicated to a different god. One of them does happen to be Pelor. Yes, they worship in the high peaks of the mountain because point to the sun. Then there's one that the whole building is set to the the whole mountain, is set to the Allhammer. It is specifically their main goal to continue production and keep their legacy going. And the Ioun Temple, or Mountain, words are hard. They typically focus on exploring the magicalness of the realms, divine, arcane, nature, all that fun in between. The main one is to Bahamut, and it's a little bit more on the noble side. Anyone's welcome there. Not that the mountains aren't welcoming to any other fine individuals, but some of them get a little harder to deal with. They have some harsher laws in the other mountains, but for the most part, they're decent.
Are those harsher laws anything we should worry about?
The Allhammer Mountain specifically, you're not allowed to sell anything in there. Something about keeping their bloodline pure, or not tainting it with outside sources. But that's only for that one. The other ones have other rules. No worshiping of the betrayer gods, the dwelling deities. But other than that, it's nothing bad. They have some really good breweries there.
No, I was just making sure it wasn't like, if you don't cover your nose and you sneeze, you get hanged or something like that.
Oh, no, nothing like that. If you're going into one of the mountains, they'll tend to tell you what you're... They'll ask you before you come in if you're intending to do anything like that.
What's the last one?
Oh, the last mountain?
Pelor, Allhammer, Ioun, Bahamut.
2 seconds, I can find it. 4 out of 5, that's not bad.
That was pretty good.
And
Josh. I love that god.
The Mountain of Josh. Yeah.
Bahamut, Pelor, Allhammer, Ioun, and Erithis. Erithis. She is the god of law and
How do you spell
civilization.
that?
E-R-A-T-H-I-S. Erithis. She goes, that's where you're going to find the closest proximity magical items, weapons, potions, you name it. But if you're looking for a bit of a journey, trying to see the world around you. Down south is the port kingdom of Voktil. I particularly do trade with other apothecaries and other businesses around there. It's smaller than the mountains, but it's a port kingdom, so it gives you access to the wide oceans, and they have a more different approach to life than Walliford or other places around here.
Alright, that's a lot of options. Thank you. Do you perchance have any potions for sale?
No, sorry, some other person just came in and bought my last one.
Oh, alright. Thank you, though.
Have a nice day.
Oh, when might you be in stock with some more, maybe?
It depends. If people come and sell me the items that are required to get that stuff, then I can make it. But it's pretty rare, honestly. Not many people can have the knowledge to continue to do it and then get me the stuff. So it really depends if people pass through and sell them off.
Yeah, no, I'm just... We might be around for a while, so I might pop in a few more times just to see if you got...
Well, if you're going to be around anymore and maybe you and some friends want to help out, then maybe I can get a list to you and I can give you a discount on them if you bring me these stuff.
Ooh, that would be awesome, yeah. Yeah, I'll see what my friends say. Thank you again.
Have a nice day, sweetheart.
And he will, yeah, he'll go back to the inn. I can't think of anything else I want to do right now.
Anybody else want to do anything in their morning?
Can Ramsey have gotten
absolutely.
back?
Everyone can amalgamate into the tavern if they would like, or not if so choose. But if nobody has anything else, this is a good time to call it a night.
Could I take a quick stroll?
Absolutely, you can.
Just to see what's going on.
You make your way down to the Walliford Cemetery. It seems like from what you can see, a third-party crew, maybe some loved ones of people that have been buried here, have come in and started to clean up the process. There are guards, but like the laws have said, the guards are not seemingly allowed in the cemetery. So it's other people kind of cleaning it up. They're trying to find the rightful places for the bodies where they came from, and there's families that are dealing with like a new set of grief of their loved ones being brought out in an unfortunate way, and now having to deal with that process of reburying them and realizing this whole host of problems that just happened.
Yeah, don't really want to do anything. I just wanted to clean up. Are people like going into the
There are a few. They look to be a little more like emotionally distant from this kind of pain. Like they might be someone who has volunteered or has experience. Maybe the gravekeepers, possibly, but you'd have to ask to find out. Probably.
Okay. I'll go back to the staircase. Just
while you're making your way back to the staircase, you hear, excuse me.
Turn around.
Hi, are you those, are you one of the guys that cleared out that crypt yesterday?
Who is
speaking? I'm Nirvan.
What did
Nirvan is a woman. She has a short kind of shoulder-length haircut. It is brown, but it is kind of graying in some places. She is looking pretty fit. She has a bow strung up on her back with a quiver. She's wearing leather armor, and although she looks quick and agile, she is looking like she is getting up there in age. But she gives you this kind of like serious look.
Yeah, we were.
Are you by chance looking for more work?
Perhaps. Does it involve destroying giant fleshy mounds of undead?
No.
I'm interested.
It involves killing a giant wasp.
Okay, well... Okay.
That's where we'll leave it.
Yay! That was a great session, guys. That was really fucking good.
Did everyone have a
Yes.
fun
Oh,
time?
fuck yeah, that was fantastic.
I love experiencing gay panic in my escapism. Like,
I love disaster
Or
bisexuals.
Dab dab.
And I can't wait for it to come out that that's how Freya met her husband, keeping his gold for him. And then they lead a whole life until he's dead. And then she does it again with the next
It was
guy.
a ploy all along.
Rinse and repeat, baby.
The heart, Osborne.
Yo, I said it
Go
already.
for the heart.
I said it already, but like 10 out of 10 roleplay, guys. Like that was so fun. That was so fucking fun.
That was really good.
Primo shit, 101%.